On our previous episodes at the Caymans, Margarita and I got to swim with the stingrays. They were everywhere and they got so close that Margarita was even bitten by one. Bitten by dogs, now by stingrays, she must be delicious. All was forgiven though, and there were cuddles all around afterwards. We dived the Kittiwake wreck, where despite my clown feet being a bit difficult to manoeuvre sometimes, I was very relaxed on my chair, and I made myself right at home. I free dived from the very bottom along the entire length and through all the rooms. It was a great free diving experience, and yes, I even added some drama by trying to get stuck in a porthole. Nothing but quality. We got sponsored to go jet skiing, where I discovered Margarita was a speed demon. And yes, when I told her that, I got another lecture. Nearly every episode I learned something new, people. Oh goody, I am one happily married guy. Now all she wanted to do was throw me off the damn ski. Now that's a happy marriage, people. I also found some caves and got to drop down a vertical shaft all the way to the bottom, where a myriad of tunnels branched off in all directions. The trick is to find one of the tunnels that matches your breath hold, but you can always manage to squeeze another 10 or 20 seconds, so it's all good. We even got a long weekend away on a luxury catamaran with the owner and visited Little Cayman Island, where we horsed around, played kiss chasey and explored the island and its beautiful beaches. But alas, it's time to leave the Caymans and get prepared and set sail for Cuba.
Can we get a sailboat, chasing down the sunset as we float round and round the globe?
This is Margarita, the normal one in a not quite normal marriage.
And this is Peter. He's a little bit different, which keeps me on my toes. Together we are on an adventure that didn't work out as planned, but we are fighting back, so come join us.
Our fans, Stephanie and Kyle, have allowed us to use their hurricane ball so we can do some final upload of videos and do some other last minute things.
Uy, caramba.
Ay caramba.
We're just heading to the supermarket. Kyle's gonna give us a lift. We're gonna have our last groceries before we leave Cayman, because in Cuba we're not gonna get any fresh stuff, so we're gonna get all fruits and vegetables, big quantities, because in Cuba we got all the canned stuff. So let's go.
Now Kyle and his family, they're very, very private, so we won't be showing you, but we'll be showing you their car. I've got my list.
I got my list.
Alright.
Divide and conquer. So we're gonna go apart to be quicker.
There's something wrong with these lists. I can actually read them.
I need to help. So you do
When
the
I-
shopping. Okay?
When I make the list, I don't even know what the hell I've written. I must have been a doctor in the past.
My trolley's finished. Peter is still on the run.
I'm hopeless. Margarita's way better. She's so much more efficient. I'm always checking the prices and going, I can get that one for that and this one for this.
None misses on our bum. So our bum don't miss anything.
We were in for a huge surprise. Stephanie and Kyle were huge fans of ours and paid for all our groceries. I didn't know what to say. I was just happy with the car ride. They really wanted to do it and insisted, so things were looking up for us and the Eastern Caribbean was a real possibility now. Cuba, here we come.
Putting everything away that we need. We're gonna have to divide. I don't think we're gonna have space to put everything. That's why then we always have big containers like this.
I asked Margarita to go to the shops and buy those, didn't I, Margarita?
Now you say, what do we need that? Still on the grocery department, on the veggies. So now I need to sort, wrap it in cling wrap so it lasts a long time. And it's gonna take me quite a while because I have quite a few veggies, so there's nothing wrong of watching a series at the same time. Watching Vikings season 4. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
It's been good being here in the Caymans. I like being, I feel a bit of more the social environment. We did plenty of friends, so it's really good. I feel like I need it. But Peter's already hangover of being here, is kind of freaking out. I need to go sphere, I need to go sphere. Wants to...
Hungover? No, just Caymans is lovely. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
There's some things to do, but we've just basically done lots and lots of videos.
No, it's mainly,
lots of editing.
It's mainly been editing for us before we head to Cuba.
And Margarita's done the free diving, so that's a good thing. So.
Upload things. I got to experience proper free diving with someone that really knew what they were doing.
She doesn't think I know what I'm doing with anything, do you?
No, that's not true. Here in the Cayman, it's not like it's not worth for you coming. It's more a diving destination, and because we don't dive, we don't have tanks, and we're not going to pay to do it because it's extremely expensive over here. There's not much to do because it's everything on the sea and deep. You can do some snorkeling, but there's not much. We did what we could, but it was fun. It's good, but I think I also feel like it's time to move in and be again on anchor. Well, in the sea, not in a canal where we kind of stuck.
Let's do it.
Have a bit more freedom.
We're off tomorrow. Get straight into it, people. Well, we're still not ready. We still have to do the clearing out procedures to leave the country. Good morning. Afternoon, is it? Yeah. Oh. Thank you very much. There she goes. Margarita's just gone to go pick up the spear guns, because when you get to Caymans you have to give up all your weapons. I've been naked. It's terrible. I couldn't catch a fish for God knows how long. Alright, we'll be armed and dangerous in just a jiffy. How are the babies?
Here.
Are they fine?
They're fine. They're ready to be used. Oh.
Anything falling out?
No. It's gonna be a difficult operation.
I know, I gotta hold this and I gotta...
Oh, caramba.
Ay caramba. Alright, I'm stopping filming.
Wait, I'll put it here on the side. Here. No, here. It's easy. Just pick up.
Alright. Thank you, beautiful.
You're welcome.
Alright.
We're a bit heavy today. So, Peter's gonna do refill gas, well, propane. I'm gonna do laundry and video upload. And kindly Kyle let us come closer to his house on his boat and do the uploads of the videos, as the internet is faster, and we have first to unlock the boat. So.
Alright, see ya.
I'm gonna go to the boat and work on the computer.
This is Kyle and Stephanie's beautiful catamaran.
Ready?
I didn't fill it up.
Why?
It's still got a bit in it. It's good enough.
You sure?
So why didn't I fill up on gas? Well, that big bottle lasts us 8 months because we don't drink tea or coffee. So we're really good with our gas. Now, we had used that for about 5.5 months. So we still had 2.5 months left in that bottle. And when I took it out and left it in the sun, it got hot on one side and I sprayed water on it. I could see the line. It was about 25 to 30% full. So that confirmed that we still had 2 months left. The problem was we could possibly go to Cuba for 3 months. Margarita wanted less, 1 month to 6 weeks. But if we stretch it out, we're probably going to be in trouble. So that was in my mind. But then we had a couple of those little gas cylinders, little cartridges that go on the portable gas barbecue stoves. So that should have done 2 weeks. So when I thought about it, we were going to be okay. Now, we all got to also understand, this is at the time that just after January, I put out that video how I was asking for help because our numbers and our support had just dropped phenomenally. It was like off a cliff. All the rats were leaving the sinking ship. And I did the beer ads and I asked for help and no one came to help except for, I think, 6 people that donated. And our numbers were dropping. And in Cuba, I couldn't use the internet because Patreon is a US site and I couldn't check it. But looking at the indications, we were getting to get worse and worse. And we were down to earning $150 a week. Now, to do the Eastern Caribbean, it wasn't going to happen with... It just wasn't going to work with 120. And we also had... The credit card was already half full. And I didn't want to keep on racking up more. And I wanted to... We still had 6 months to do the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean, which Margarita ought to have seen because she'd put up with all of my rubbish earlier on. So the whole idea was trying to save money so we could do more of the Eastern Caribbean and enjoy it. Otherwise, we would have had to come straight back to Panama. And sorry to say, people, but the vlog was over. It was over. But speaking about that now after COVID, well, the COVID and the Exile series actually saved us. Would you believe? Well, it was good for someone in the world. All right, just checking out the weather on Windy. It's not great, but I'll go through what I think we should do. It's not going to be high impact sailing. So we need to sail north to Cayo Largo, a distance of only 130 miles or so. It is light winds and ideally we would like a nice easterly or east nor'easter, but it is really quite north. But we are already way overdue by more than a week to leave, and I have run out of excuses to give immigration. Because it is more of a nor'easter, we will likely get blown off course and end up west, somewhere around here. Of course, way away from where we have to check in. But I'm not really fussed about it, as you soon shall see. We're getting water because we're leaving tomorrow. So we anchored out front and we triangulated it. There's no wind anyway, so it's perfect conditions for it. And we've just got a long enough hose. I don't know, actually no, I never told this story. Once I had 3 hoses put together. It was probably about 50 or 60 metres of hoses where I had long reef, the catamaran, very close to the shore. It was a bit rocky, so we held it off with the motors and we stretched a line and held it, and then we put the hose across into a car park. I think that was north of Cairns, and we got our water that way. Bye-bye Stephanie and Kyle, you guys saved us. Bye-bye captains of industry and CEOs and other corporate executives, thanks for leaving all of the 1% left. Bye-bye to the Nigerian prince I met who was dethroned but apparently needed money to get rethroned. I gave him a pat on the back, but he seemed unsatisfied. Goodbye to all the people that have Cayman Island bank accounts. Good, hard-working people they are. They just needed an overseas bank account for, well, I'm not really sure. We had $85 left and we couldn't open up an account. Minimum was $50,000. Oh well, but bye-bye nonetheless.
Under sails. We noticed when we were pulling the head sail, well actually the staysail, the smaller sail, that it's ripped off on one part, so Peter will have some sewing projects in the future.
Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. I'm the seamstress here in this couple. The staysail foot is gone, the UV strip is cooked and tearing, and the sailcloth is old. This sail needs to be retired to a backup position, but we have no choice. I'm going to use it like my underwear. Use it till it disintegrates. To all of the 4 ladies in my audience, please don't picture that. It is a very sad, sad sight indeed. Margarita is trying the new seasickness patches that some of you guys out there recommended, and they seem to be working, although the ocean is dead flat, so I'm not so sure yet. Whoa, some light squall action, but it's on our lee side, and when we look on the windward side it looks clear. But if we sail close enough, but not underneath it, we may get the suck that goes into these cells upwind of them. So we got a similar situation to what happened to us on the way up to the Caymans. We have this long bank, and as it starts to rain on the other side, we just continually get sucked into it. And if we can keep on it, we might get a few hours run where we're doing 6.5, 7 knots. Other than that, we're only doing 5. And when I say 5, I really mean 4.4. But I'm rounding up, people. Always look to the positive, even if it doesn't bear any resemblance to the facts at hand. You can conquer a storm that way, just through sheer bloody mindedness. We are sailing really well. We're going to make Cayo Largo. Gee, I was hoping the wind conditions were going to blow us downwind. Oh well, looks like I'll just have to point that way. We're still running this line ourselves. This is now 2 hours on. The first one's way back there, and they're just dumping consecutively along here. But we've got some clear air out there. So I reckon it's going to end. So we just had this little bit of instability in this clean air, which is only giving us 5 knots, and now we're up to 7.2. Although now it's 6, but we'll get up to 7 again. So hopefully we'll squeeze this for another hour or 2. We'll be 6 or 8 miles up. Hopefully you'll get away without any reefing. Just run the line. Bloody great. So we're about 4 hours on, and we were probably averaged about 6.7, 6.8 knots. Now we just dropped a bit. The wind's dropped a bit. We're in clean air. But that was interesting, wasn't it? That was the longest line that I've ever run. Bloody good. Here's the clean air. So after 8 hours, we are well on the way to Cuba. But there is terrible news. We are going to end up downwind of Cayo Largo and won't be able to check in immediately. Oh, it indeed is tragic news. Yeah, as you can see, there was storm, tempest. We broke our rudder, the steering system was kaput. And so we're going to get blown off course, and I suppose if the authorities caught us and we hadn't checked in and we were on some island way west of Cayo Largo, well, there was storm and we broke our rudder and the steering was gone and we had run out of fuel, and they'll say, oh, but how's it now? Well, I just fixed it this morning. And then we'll be on our way. So I'm not really worried. And besides, if I get locked up in a communist jail in Cuba, oh, Jesus, our views might even hit 12,000. Another magnificent sailing day is ending. If you liked the video, click like, subscribe, and click on the bell button too. Good night to all of our patrons, supporters, and viewers. And for our recent subscribers, here is a little something that you may not have seen yet. Enjoy. We have lost the path, and we are surrounded by a fog. Our future is uncertain, but as long as we have breath in our lungs, we will fight on.
You and your bloody path. It's not even a good day to film.
Quiet, you. But wait, it is becoming clearer. What is this? A clear path before us.
It's clear to me that you're bloody delusional.
Quiet, you. Still filming. The path is before us, and we must follow it no matter how long it takes.
This path fixation is nonsense. All you do is find a long cave and swim through it and then film it.
Quiet. It's a metaphor. The path is long, but we have no other choice open to us. There is no turning back.
No choice, no turning back. Just turn off the bloody camera. That ought to do it.
Quiet. This is a serious ad campaign. The path keeps going and bloody hell, this is one long tunnel, I'll give it that.
Maybe you should have recce'd it first.
Yes, maybe I should have. But the path is still long. Well, longer than I expected, but we must follow it nonetheless. Boy, this is the friggin' longest tunnel ever. But wait, I can see something. Yes, can it be true? Yes, it is. It is the key to our salvation.
Oh, this is crap. I can see the lead weight stuck on the back of the beer.
If you can't say anything positive, then don't say anything at all, my mother used to say. So shush, you. Ah, right. Where was I? Aha! Nothing can stop us now. Nothing.
Oh, I can still see the lead weight at the back of the beer. What kind of amateur operation is this?
Silence! I've had quite enough of you. I ban you to the netherworld. Right. Where was I? Aha! Nothing can stop us now. Nothing. Just hold on. Hold on.